games this evening. Manchester City threw away a 2-0 lead and ended up getting just a point at the G-Tech Community Stadium after Wissa, who has now become Brentford's leading Premier League goal scorer, pulled a goal back, and then Norgard got a stoppage time equaliser. It finished 2-2 between Chelsea and Bournemouth. Reece James with a 95th minute equaliser for the home side, and Graham Potter has won his first Premier League match in charge as the new West Ham boss. They beat Fulham by 3-2, and of course it finished a 1-1 draw here between Forest and Liverpool, and we'll bring you more interviews, reaction and all of the goals and talking points shortly.
Just saying, yeah, let's go now, recreate your assist, take the corner. And it was a goal, it was one of those occasions, everything went right. Like I said, I'm not happy because I think we could have won.
Do you take any consolation in the form of the goalkeeper? He made some outstanding saves.
Yeah, I was telling that to my previous coaches there in Wolves. I think he did 2 great saves. Obviously, you want to do better, but I think he was good as well.
Liverpool remain unbeaten away in the Premier League this season. I know you're a little bit disappointed, but do you still take some comfort in the position that you're in with a game in hand at the top?
Nah, I think it's a long way. Premier League, every ground you go, even at home, it's always hard. So yeah, it's 1 more point, but obviously we wanted the 3.
Congratulations on your goal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wasn't it? It was chaotic, it was manic. Neither side could keep the ball. Both sides were going for it. Yeah. They wanted to both come away with all 3 points.
It was a bit of a throwback, wasn't it? It was a bit of a throwback to the old games that we used to watch, where you see one team attack, we defend, and then switch it over and give you a go. And we're used to seeing so much controlled football in recent times. It's just it's a nice, refreshing kind of night tonight, and we've seen a few of them games recently, and Liverpool have been involved in a couple of them. But I think Liverpool have shown great character today in going a goal down and then persevering, keep on going, keep pushing, get their rewards. 2 great substitutions play a part in the goal, and then keep pushing for that second goal. But at the same time, I think the way how resolute Nottingham Forest were at the back, the way they defended across the whole pitch, the structure of the team, and they were still a threat at times.
Yeah. Liverpool was so much better in the second half, though. It still took until the 66th minute for them to get their first shot on target, which was that Jota equaliser, and it came just after Arne Slot made these 2 key substitutions in the 65th minute. Tsimikas on for Robertson and Jota coming onto the pitch as well. And what that meant is that Gravenberch actually went into the defence, didn't he, Crouchy? But the 2 substitutes combine here with their first touches to score the equaliser. Yeah. That's amazing.
It was brilliant. Yeah, I think the delivery was one Robertson poor delivery, and I think that was it. He got hooked, and Jota finds himself in between Murillo and Chris Wood there. And if you see Gakpo, actually pins him here. Gakpo just moves towards the goalkeeper. Sells can't get out. And what I love about Jota is, quite often Murillo wins that 9 times out of 10. But a proper goal scorer anticipates him missing the ball, and that's what he did there. He anticipated, he jumped and he was ready for Murillo to miss it. He did miss it, and it was a great goal. It's just what Liverpool needed at that time.
They're so strong defensively, Forest. What did they just not get right there?
Listen, sometimes you have to credit the ball. It was a fantastic ball the way it came in. And Murillo maybe just, again, losing sight of where the danger man was behind him, but also Chris Woods maybe. When you sneak in behind, in between players like that, it does make it difficult. And what I would say, we and Crouchy were talking off camera, Diogo Jota, he had 3 chances in this game when he came on as a substitute. He knows how to find space and where the ball falls. It's just an innate understanding of where that ball's going to fall in the box. Unfortunately for him today, that a goalkeeper was in magic form. He couldn't find a winner.
How good was the Forest keeper, Matt Sells?
Oh. Honestly, some of the saves he made there was one from a deflection that was absolutely world class. And Jota again, I think it was another one where he came out and smothered it. He was first class. I thought Murillo, I think it was the right decision to give him man of the match, but Sells must have run him close.
Why were Liverpool so much better in the second half?
I think it was just urgency. I mean, in the first half, I think they were taking shots from distance, didn't really have their shooting boots on. Second half, it was important. They upped the tempo and changed the game. Well done, mate.
As you can see, Chris Wood has come out to join us now. Chris, I think we should say congratulations for taking a point out of that game. But how do you feel after going in front to only come away with a point?
Look, yeah, I think in the manner of how it's worked out, it feels a bit more of not a defeat, but like a bit more frustration and disappointment, especially the way we conceded. We're normally a lot better than that at set plays, and the way we conceded just leaves a sour taste in the mouth.
Doesn't it show how far you've come, though, the fact that you are disappointed to draw this game against the team top of the table.
Yeah, well and truly. They're a good side. They've shown it all season, and we had to stand up and be counted today. And yeah, it shows Liverpool have come a long way, but we've got still a long way to go to keep competing and winning these games.
Chris, I was bigging you up before the game. I have to say, right? Yeah, I was.
You didn't let him down, Chris.
You got to watch the show before. We talked about it.
No, I said what a good finisher you are, right? And you proved that to be the case, you know. And I have to say, in this team, you know, we soak up a lot of pressure. You don't get many chances, so when they do come, you have to be clinical, and you were today. Yeah,
I mean, definitely. I mean, especially in a game like today, we're not going to create tons and tons, but we've
got
to
look at this, Chris. Go on. Yeah, talk us through it.
We've got to just take opportunity when it comes, and I think it's one of those, the ball's bouncing around and it's been able to break and found himself in that pocket, and the ball is weighted perfectly, so I don't even have to think about taking a touch. As a striker, you just try and put it across goal.
It is a wonderful run here. What's in your thoughts as the ball's coming to you here? What are you thinking as you're lining up to shoot this?
It's one of those, just get it on target and get it across goal. It's very hard for a keeper if it's gone across them down in the bottom corner, and that's where you just try and make it as difficult as possible and hit the target and put it in the back of the net.
How much are you enjoying it this season? Obviously, like a lot of goals, and it's, you know, the creativity behind you, the pace around you, like almost like a four with Morgan Gibbs, White, Alanga and Hudson-Odoi. How much are you enjoying that?
Oh, very much so. I'm enjoying it so much, and we've got great players around us throughout the whole team, but the creativity of the three boys behind me are fantastic. They've shown their class over and over, and they continue to develop and continue to get better, and I reckon they'll get even more better. I mean, they're young still, and they've got a lot to come.
This season, obviously, you guys have changed the fortunes from last season. Struggled last season, with all due respect. What has been the catalyst for change this season that have pushed you into this position where you guys are looking at the top of the table and feeling comfortable where you are?
Look, I think it all started last year. Both times, the manager came in, put in his ideas, but sometimes when you're in that rot, you can't get out of it, and you have to try and fight your way through it. Pre-season was a big one. We worked on a lot of things, and it just came with belief and confidence when we started winning your first few games, and you just take it from there.
Obviously, we touched on you attacking wise, but defensively, like the best record in the league, and the goalkeeper was absolutely fantastic. How good are the two centre halves as well?
Look, they've been fantastic. The whole back five, I think they've been absolutely superb this season. Salzy's been arguably the best keeper in the league so far, and he'll continue to do that all season. I know and have the belief in him, and the two centre halves get a lot of credit, but rightly so, because they are fantastic. They're solid, they're strong, they work hard, and they keep a lot of clean sheets, and they're even good going forward when they get a chance.
You know, the goal celebrations, I'm really waiting to see that you join in with Ole, Callum, Anthony on the moves and the vibes. Are we going to see
it's almost Bolo's end of vibe.
Definitely not. I can't be doing that. No, that's not me. I'll stick to the more traditional ones. And
the knee slides.
That's all I can go for.
I like it.
You've got, there you go, just a traditional knee slide.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Nothing wrong with that.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
You've got to know what you're good at, isn't it?
Exactly.
You've got 13 Premier League goals this season. We can see that confidence in you on the pitch. You're one goal off your best Premier League tally now. 17 games left to go. I think you'll probably do that easily, won't you?
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'm just going to keep working. I keep doing the business and see where it takes me. Got goals and ambitions like our whole team. We just got to keep striving for them.
How important has the manager been? Because he seems like a really calming, cool, kind of like authoritative figure on that sideline. What was he brought to you as an individual, but also as a team?
He's brought that belief that back into me, and instilled that as a number 9 striker. You want that belief of your manager to know that you're going to be out there playing week in, week out. Give him the belief of leading the team and doing the business for him. And as you say, he is cool, calm and collective. And he just works on tactical knowledge and just tweaking a few things to make it better every week.
What are you saying to each other in the dressing room? I'd love to sort of hear exactly how you're all speaking to each other, because you talk about this confidence that you've all got as a team. You're second in the league. Are you talking about winning the title?
No, there's no talk like that. We're just talking about keeping progressing and getting better every week, every month and things like that, and seeing where it takes us. All we can do is focus on the next game, and Southampton's going to be a tough one, but we've got to deliver and win that game and do what we can here.
Chris, before we let you go, I mentioned how many goals you've got this season in the Premier League. Overall, you've got 82. You're chasing down your old teammate next to you. 108.
Yeah, I've got a while to go for him.
Oh, it's not that many.
Yeah, who knows?
He's got that in the locker, no problem. Got about 100 in the Championship as well, haven't you?
It's getting there, yeah. Well, I'm happy where I'm going, but I've got a lot more I want to achieve in my career. And yeah, if I'm going to chase down the big man, then I'm very happy.
Chris, well played tonight. Congratulations on the point. We really enjoyed watching the game, and we appreciate your time out here as well.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Man.
I mean, he's getting better, isn't he, Crouchy?
Oh, he is, yeah. Like I said before the game, had all types of goals from any angle. And I think that what he was very good at was his goal today. He's taking that on the run, and it's not about lashing the ball. He just caressed that into the far corner away from the goalkeeper. It was a fantastic finish. And the reason I asked him that question, it must be so hard. I've played in teams that have defended and he had to do his fair share of defending, and you have to be so switched on because you're only going to get 1 or 2 chances in a game,
but he makes the most of them.
You have to take them. You have to. At the moment, he is doing that.
But it's like you said though, they can sit back and soak up pressure for long parts of the game. But when you've got pace in Gibbs White, you've got Callum Hudson-Odoi, and you've got Elanga to get you up the pitch and travel 30-40 yards with the ball. All he has to do is amble into the box, and he knows that at some point that ball's going to come across that box. Then he has to be ready to take and be clinical. And today he was.
See that though, the different clubs that he's moved to, and the fact that he's come to Forest now, and he's going to beat his best Premier League tally of a season. It's good to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it shows you again perseverance. As I said, there are moments in your career. No career just does that and goes one